Hello, good morning everybody. My name is Vishwadeep. I welcome you all on Unacademy Computer Science Channel for unlimited learning. In this particular lecture, me and you together going to solve some questions on recursion. So what kind of questions I have brought for you? Some questions on Tower of Hanoi, some questions on linked list, some questions on queue, and some other questions we are going to solve on the recursion so that you can have a good practice of recursion, you can have a good understanding of recursion, and definitely it's one of the most important chapter of the particular subject. Why? Just because every year, almost every year, one question is definitely coming from this particular chapter, so you will be able to understand and remember the topics. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. So before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Vishwadeep Gothi. I have written GATE multiple times. In third year I could score rank 682 all India. Final year 19, after that 119, 440, and there are few more ranks I am having. Went for my masters to IISc Bangalore, another masters from BITS Pilani in data science to learn the trending techniques, and then a rich experience of teaching I am having. These are the subjects I am dealing with in Unacademy's platform for you guys. If you want to learn for free more, you need to follow my profile on Unacademy and you need to watch my special classes over there. What kind of special classes I am having? So many special classes I am having on the Unacademy's platform already taken. There are so many classes I am taking also live. So if you will follow my profile over there on Unacademy, then you will be getting all the notification of my classes, that when I am going to take next class live, you will be able to know that. If you want my previously taken special classes in more organized way, then you just do one thing: go to this particular URL and check out the URL. All the classes which I have taken previously are available over this particular link in more organized way. Go and check it out. You will definitely get something which you wanted badly, like MSQ practice session, like some kind of theoretical small questions in the form of rapid fire questions, and so many things I am having over there. Okay, now other than that, we have started a test series for free. You can enroll for it. Just check it out. This is the test series, free test series. You can go check it out, enroll for it, and solve the questions. Good quality questions you'll be getting over there. Apart from that, one thing which I always tell you, ki if you are really interested in getting your rank highest among 100, among top 500, among top 1000, if you want to get such kind of rank, then you should have your preparation top notch. And how you can have your preparation top notch? You cannot judge yourself, your preparation, ki your preparation is good enough or not. For that, we are here to help you. So if you want ki your preparation should be on top notch, you need to join Unacademy Plus. If you join Unacademy Plus, what benefits you can get? You will be having live classes, interactive classes, so every single doubt of yours will be solved immediately. So in any case, every time you learn a new topic or any old topic, then if any small doubt also you have, any small query also you have, that every single aspect of the course, every single aspect of the concept will be cleared within the class only. If you solve the questions, how you will get the questions which you want to solve? For that, we provide lots of practice questions to you guys, DPP sessions and doubt solving and weekly test, and so many things we provide on Unacademy Plus. And for that, what you need to do, you need to enroll for Unacademy Plus by using this code VDEEP10. ये code आपको, this particular code will give you discount, of course. Apart from that, this particular code will give you my mentorship, will give you some extra other benefits like my team support, and lots of other things. If you are the person who need a study planner prepared by an expert, then there is a personal coach facility also provided in Iconic subscription. This is like a subscription which is having all the benefits of Unacademy Plus and extra benefits of having a personal coach for your preparation, study planner prepared by that expert. That fellow will give you study booster sessions, will give you personalized test analysis and preparation strategy material also. All these things come under Iconic subscription, and Iconic subscription also you can get in the discount if you go for code VDeep10. So go for it, take the subscription and get your preparation to the highest quality level so that any question comes in the GATE exam and you will be able to solve that question with ease with minimum time. That is more important. Sometimes if you have been given 6 hours or 7 hours to prepare or to write the GATE exam, definitely you will be having more marks. But why only 3 hours are given? So that if you are quick enough to understand the question, if you are quick enough to solve the questions, then in that case you will be able to solve maximum questions within 3 hours, and that is what the challenge is. And on Unacademy Plus we provide you small tricks, small tips, small such kind of concepts in which through which you will be able to solve tough questions also easily with less time. So such kind of techniques, if you want to learn, you need to join Unacademy Plus and join over there. My team will help you in the same kind of thing which I am explaining you. Every single concept will be taught to you in that manner that you will be able to solve the questions quickly, earlier, so that time management and quickly solving and some other every single problems of yours will be solved easily. Chali. So now what I want from your end is you need to type down in the comment box you are ready. That's the ritual for my class. Before we start, we need a particular confirmation from your end ki you are ready to grasp the concepts or not. If you are ready, type down in the comment box and we will start now. Okay, so let's get ready and let's see what we have solved already. We have solved expression evaluation and expression conversion and all. Some basic stack problems we have solved. Recursion we have done yesterday. Now we are going to solve the questions on recursion. Let's see. Tower of Hanoi I have explained yesterday. What was Tower of Hanoi algorithm? For n number of disks, if we are trying to move n number of disks from start to end disk and tower using the auxiliary tower, what we will do if n is greater than 0, first of all n minus 1 disk we are going to move from start to auxiliary tower, so that largest disk can be moved from start to end, right? And after that these n minus 1 disks we are moving from auxiliary to end tower. That was the algorithm. Yesterday I have already explained. ये मैंने आपको बता दिया था. अब बढ़ते हैं आगे. There is a question. If you have n equals to 3 disks, then how many disk movements are there? I guess yesterday only we have seen this particular solution and 7 moves were there. But still today also we will see that. How many total function calls will be there of this Tower of Hanoi function? This one. After how many function invocations or function calls the first move of the disk is made, and after how many function calls last disk move is made. All these questions we are going to solve using the recursion. So first of all, you are calling the Tower of Hanoi function with 3 disks. Suppose start tower is A, mid tower is B, and end tower is C. These are the 3 towers. For my ease, I have written here. Okay, so Tower of Hanoi function with 3 I have written. Now what happens? In this particular case, I will first call 3, n is greater than 0, yes. So what I'll have to do, based on my algorithm, I'll have to call Tower of Hanoi function with 2 disks. From A to B, I'll have to move. A to B, I'll have to move 2 disks using the C as the intermediate node. And then after that, I'll have to move a disk from A to C. And at the end, I will have to call Tower of Hanoi function again with 2 disks. Now 2 disks, I'll have to move from where to where? From auxiliary tower to end tower using A as the intermediate one. Then if these 3 are done, after that, first of all, this particular function will be called. This function says that Tower of Hanoi function you call for 1. So it says call for 2 if you are calling. 2 is greater than 0. Yes, Tower of Hanoi function with 1. Now from this tower to this tower you need to move 1 disk. 1 disk you need to move from which to which? Start to auxiliary, A to C and B as the intermediate one. Then you need to have a move from where to where? A to B. And after that you need to have a Tower of Hanoi function call with what? 1. And then this particular says now from auxiliary tower to end tower you need to move 1 disk using what? First tower A as the intermediate one. If you will continue this, you need to continue this. I am not going to help much on this particular thing. You know why? You know why? My funda, you understand? My fundamental thing of teaching is I explain you the concepts, you apply those concepts, you learn the concepts, application of concepts also, and you get the answer. Let's do it. Let's do it quickly. You also do, I will also do quickly. jaldi se isko finish karte hain. Okay, tower of Hanoi function with 1. Now from B to A we will have to move one disk using C as the intermediate tower, then tower of Hanoi function call later on, but there will be a move from B to C. B to C there will be a move, then tower of Hanoi function with 1, then from intermediate to the last we are moving and B as the intermediate. Okay, sorry, from A to C, yes, F start is the intermediate tower. When you are calling for 1, when you are calling for 1 you are calling, then there will be a tower of Hanoi function with 0 call. देखिए अगर tower of Hanoi function का call होगा 0 के साथ में, I am not writing something here. You know why? When tower of Hanoi function is called with n equals to 0, this condition will be false. If this condition is false, means nothing happens. No any recursive call, no any disk move, nothing. So when this particular call will be done, nothing happens. After that, there will be a move from A to C. And after that, again, tower of Hanoi function call with 0. For then move, then this particular function call says that tower of Hanoi function with 0 disk call, and then first to last means C to B there will be a disk move, and then tower of Hanoi function with 0 something call. Then here we will be going up one this move, then tower of Hanoi function with 0 call, and then there will be a move from first to last means this case B to A, and then tower of Hanoi function with 0 something call. In this particular case, after that B to C move, and at the end tower of Hanoi function with 0. I hope I am not writing on my head. Then A to C at the end, and then tower of Hanoi function with 0 call. See, I am not writing anything for tower of Hanoi 0 call just because nothing happens when you call tower of Hanoi function with 0 disk. कुछ नहीं होगा. अब देखिए यहाँ सीखने वाली बात ये है कि किस सीक्वेंस में डिस्क मूव होता है. दिस इज द फर्स्ट मूव. आफ्टर दैट सेकेंड मूव. आफ्टर दैट वेयर इट इज, ओहो इसका कॉल यहाँ था. सो थर्ड मूव इज दिस वन. दिस इज द थर्ड मूव. Then we will go back and this fourth move, and in the right side this is the fifth move, and this is the sixth move, and this is the seventh move. 7 total moves will be required. Now you just check. First you have called this one 1, then you have called this one 2, you have called this one 3, then you have called tower of Hanoi function with 0, 4. After 4 calls you are having the first move. First of all, if for n number of disks you have called, for n you have called, then n minus 1 you have called, then n minus 2 you have called, then n minus n you have called. Right? Right? Means how many? If generalized case, if I'll be doing, then how many invocations? After how many invocation the first disk move is done, which is n plus 1. In this particular case, for n equals to 4, my answer is 4. n equals to 3, answer is 4. 4 disk move लगेंगे आपको, और sorry 4 function call लगेंगे, and after that you can have the first move. Total function call how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Total 15 calls for 3. For 3 disks, 15 calls. Total function invocations are 15. In generalized case, it is 2 power n plus 1 minus 1. If n is number of disk 3, 2 power 4, 16 minus 1, 15 calls. और last move आप कब करोगे? Last move, this 7th move is just before the last function call. Means last function call is this many. These many function calls are there. After 14 calls, you will be having the last move, which is nothing but 2 power n plus 1 minus 2. After these many calls, you'll be having the last move of the disk, and after that, you will be having last function call with 0 and done. So you can either remember this example or you can remember these formulas. How many disk moves? In generalized case, it is 2 power n minus 1 number of moves. If somebody asks you what is the complexity of this algorithm, क्या आप बता सकते हो इसकी complexity कितनी होगी? क्या आप बता सकते हो इसकी complexity कितनी होगी? Complexity of this particular algorithm will be 2 power n. Why? Why 2 power n? 2 power n. Why? Just because you are having this particular function called recursively 2 power n times, almost. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Yes, almost 2 power n, n plus 1 or n plus 2 is fine. So asymptotically complexity is 2 power n. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear? Please remember these formulas, understand these formulas, and then now this particular question I have given you for a homework. Did you solve this? Sir, yaad hi nahi tha homework to humko sir. Solve this now. Solve this now. Now you solve this question. So here is minus x. Minus x, for that you are calling means you are changing the value of x first, and after that updated value of x you are sending. So first of all you have called the head function with 3. Let's call this head function with 3 you have called. Okay, fine. Now head function call with 3. 3 greater than equal to 0, yes. So head function with x minus minus means x becomes 2, and you have called the function with 2. It's a prefix, so you have changed value of x and then you have called the function with that value of x2. Fine. After that you are printing value of x. If you have changed the value of x here, it will be 2 now. Now again you are calling the head function, yes, with what value? Minus x. Minus x means x value becomes 1, and for 1 you have called the function. Now, next, what is the solution? If you have solved this, if you are solving now, try to solve before me and try to get the answer before me. For x is equal to 2, you have called the function greater than equal to 0, yes. Then head function call with a minus x, which is 1. Then here print x value, now changed x value is 1, and after that head function call with x value minus x value means x becomes 0. For this one, head function call with 1, let's do that. First of all, head function call with 1 minus x, which is 0, then print 0, then head function calling with minus 1. How minus 1? X becomes 0, minus x means minus 1. For x 0 you have called, next level 0 is equal to 0, yes, then head function call you need to do with minus 1, then you need to print minus 1, which is the current x value, and after that you need to call head function with minus 2. Let's call h with minus 1 first. X greater than equal to 0, false, nothing happens, this is done. Then after that print minus 1. So first value printed is minus 1. After that head function calling with minus 2, x is equal to minus 2 greater than equal to 0, false, nothing happens. We will come back, h of 0 completed. Now print 0. Now h of minus 1 will not do anything. Why? Just because x minus 1 is not greater than equal to 0. Come back here. This is done. Print 1. So minus 1, 0, 1. Now head function calling with 0. Head function calling with 0, what we will have to do? 0 equal to 0, yes. Head function calling with minus 1, then print minus 1 current x value, then head function calling with minus 2. Now what happens? What happens? Head function with minus 1 क्या करेगा ये? कुछ कॉल करेगा क्या? No. So nothing. Means okay, we have called but condition will be false. Abhi print karo minus 1. So print minus 1 again. Then head function with -2, x greater than equal to 0. Kya -2 greater than equal to 0? No, sir. So done. It will not execute any recursive call or it will not print anything. So we will come back here. We can say print 1 done, this h of 0 done, h of 2 done. Now you can print 2. You can print 2. Now you are calling h of 1 again. Now you only tell me h of 1 will print what? H of 1 will print what? H of 1 will print me -1 and 0. How can I say that, sir? How can I say that? अरे बना देता हूँ, इसकी भी ट्री बना देता हूँ. First of all, for h of 1 you are calling h of minus x means h of 0. After that you are printing 0 and after that you are calling h of -1. गुड निशु, नाइस ना, अमेजिंग अमेजिंग. ओहो क्या बात है, किसी का आंसर भी आया. फॉर h of 0 you will be having same kind of tree. Okay, so it will be having first of all h of -1 call, then print -1, then h of -2 call. And you are now champ यार, अब तो champ बन गए हो आप सब लोग. Look at this. First this call, yes, print -1 done, then h of -2 nothing. Done this one, print 0, already I did, and then h of -1. Yeah, all done, then this done and this done. So head 3 will print this -1 0 1, -1 2, then -1 0. Oh, few of the people have given the answer also and correct answer also. Amazing. I am happy that you guys are learning. Super amazing, beautiful. Chali, another question. This is another question which calculates power of x to the n. Power of x comma n means x to the power n I am calculating. देखिए, if x to the power n I am calculating, if n is equal to 0, something to the power 0 is answer 1. Base case. Fine. If x is 0, then 0 to the power something will be 0. Else, if n is equal to 1, then x to the power 1 is x. If n is greater than 0 means positive value, then in that case you can have x into power of x comma n minus 1. कैसे मैं बता देता हूं. Suppose you are calculating x to the power 3. X to the power 3 if you are calculating x to the power 3 recursively, what you need to do? You multiply x into x square. So recursively calculate x square and in that multiply x and you can get x to the power 3. Simple. So how can you write this? You can write this as power of x comma 3 is equal to x into power of x comma what? 2. Which is, if this is n, then this is n minus 1 re baba. Now, if this is the case, if this particular thing you understood, if n is less than 0 means negative value. If you have negative value of power, how will you fill this particular blank space? ये वाली blank space आपको fill करनी है. जल्दी से आंसर बताओ. Try करो यार, try करो. You try and you will be able to get the answer easily. Okay, take a simple example. Let's say I want to calculate x to the power minus 3. X to the power minus 3 is nothing but 1 by x to the power 3. Right? So how can I calculate this? 1 by x into 1 by x square. Or you can replace this 1 by x square by what? X to the power minus 2. And how can you write x to the power minus 2 in the power terms? Let's convert this into power terms. Suppose I am calculating power of x comma minus 3, then that will be equal to 1 by x into power of x comma minus 3 से minus 2 कैसे लाएं? From minus 3 to minus 2 कैसे आएगा? Minus 1 or plus 1? You are mathematics student and you should know this. नहीं सर, मैंने मैथ नहीं पढ़ा. अरे यार ये तो सिंपल है यार बाबू यार. अरे सिंपल है रे यार. n plus 1. Right? Okay, got it. So many of you have already got it. Great. Amazing. So what will be the answer for this? Fill in the blank. Here we should write n plus 1. So this is another example of power. Is that clear? Clear, everybody? Clear or not? Clear or not? Everybody, clear, not. Let's go for the next question. This is another question on the Q which is asked in the GATE exam. Yes. Suppose you are given an implementation of Q of integers. So Q of integers means the Q is keeping the integer values. The operations that can be performed on the Q are, what are the operations? First operation is empty Q. Is empty, we are checking the Q is empty or not. It returns true if Q is empty. If Q is empty, it returns true. Otherwise, if Q has element, then it returns false. Delete Q. This delete Q is performing deletion. Delete the element at the front of the queue, which is the regular operation. You know कि deletion happens in the queue from front end, and after that returns its value, means deleted value is returned. Then insert q comma I inserts the integer at the rear of the queue. सबसे last में at the end, at the rear end, you are inserting the element I in the queue. That is the function. So these three functions are implemented on the queue. Now this is the algorithm given. What this algorithm does? What does this particular algorithm do? Void f function on the queue, integer I. If not empty q, I is equal to delete q, f of q, insert q comma I. And the options are these. Now let's do one thing. Let's take a example. Let's take an example. Okay, so let me take a particular page on the next level, and here I am going to take an example. So I am having, suppose, a queue of 3 elements, 1, 2 and 3. This is my front element and this is my rear element. This is the queue on which I am going to access these operations, right? First of all, I have called f function. So I have called f function on the queue. Fine. For the very first time, integer I have defined. Fine. If not empty is empty q. Q is not empty. Yes, true. Then inside we will go delete into I variable. So into I variable, we will delete the first element. What element will be deleted from here? 1. 1 is deleted. If 1 is deleted, which means front is shifted here. Now, what I'll have to do next? I'll have to call f of q function. I have called f of q function means now f function I have called with this particular q which is having front element 2, rear element 3. And after that, what I am doing is I am doing insertion. Insert in the queue the element I which is 1. So this statement done. Yes, done. DQ is done. Now you are calling f of q. So once you will call this f of q, after this execution only you can insert the element. After the execution only you will insert the element. Execute karo. So you have called f of q with this particular q. Fine. In this f of q, initially I variable you have declared. Fine. Q is empty? No, not empty. Then I is equal to what? I is equal to delete Q. Delete Q? Yes. So delete karo ek element. You delete the element. So element 2 is deleted. Front becomes here. Deleted? Yes, deleted. Now 2 comes in the deleted. Deleted element comes in the I. After that you need to have a FFQ. For the remaining q, you are calling the function and then you are inserting an element in the q which is 2. But first of all, you need to execute this one. So this is done. Now you are calling f function with q, single element remaining 3. Fine. I variable you have declared. I variable you have declared. Yes, q is empty. Not only single element is present, but still q is not empty. If q is not empty, then delete the element in the I variable. What is the element? 3. Deleted in I. Now f of q function you need to call with anything, nothing, empty q के साथ में call करना पड़ेगा. Call the f of q with empty q, and after that you need to insert the element in the q. Which one? 3. Now you have called f of q. Call karo f of q. F of q with empty q. Yes, this particular statement now will be false. Condition false. Condition false. I am writing here if condition false. If condition false, then you will return back. You will return back from here. You will return back from here just because nothing you can do. Return back. This statement done. Yes, sir, done. This statement done. Yes, sir, done. Now you insert 3. So in the empty queue, okay, so I am writing another queue here so that you can understand. In the empty queue, the very first element you have inserted is 3. Fine, that becomes front also and rear also. Now when all these statements are done, you can say my function call with this one queue done. Now you insert element 2. Okay, inserted element 2 at the rear end, done. Now you are going back and you can say this is done. Now you can insert element 1. Rear becomes 1. Front is at 3, rear at is 1. What exactly this particular algorithm did? Algorithm reversed the queue. Reverse the queue. Okay, got it. So this particular function is doing what? Leaves the queue unchanged. No, reverses the order of the elements. This option is correct. So you need to solve the question like that way. Okay, now there is a question on linked list. These questions we will solve later. I want you to solve this question. It is a gate question, but I want to tell you one story behind this question. I was writing this paper 2015. I tell you right in my first few minutes that I have written gate exam multiple times. You know why I write the gate exam multiple times? Just to have the experience that when I will be solving the question, how I feel in the gate exam, that how quickly I can solve a question. Based on that, I learn and then I teach to you guys. So my sole purpose of writing the gate exam multiple times is to teach you with more effectiveness ki how you can attempt the questions in gate. This was 1 mark question, but it can take lot of time if you will be solving this particular question with regular method. And I will tell you that this particular question you can solve with ease with just within 1 minute if you are going to use mathematics. Yes, I can tell you if you are using mathematics, you can solve this particular question easily. And how, that I am going to teach you next. मैं बताने वाला हूं आपको 2 मिनट के अंदर अंदर कि how you can solve this question. First of all, look at this. You have called function f for 5 value, right? So here, of course, there is a typing mistake. It's a function fun. You have called for n equals to 5, right? N is equal to 1. No. Then you need to have a for loop. This for loop says 1 to less than n means 1 to 4. 4 times this for loop runs. K value 1. This says x is equal to x plus function of 1 into function of 5 minus 1, which is 4. So you need 2 values, function of 1 also, function of 4. To calculate function of 4, you will need function of 3 and 2. And in fact, for next loops also, you need function of 2 and 3, everything. Means you need function of 1, 2, 3, 4 to calculate function of 5. And there are so many recursive calls and so many loops that you will be troubled. You will be troubled. Now let me tell you one particular method which can help you to solve such kind of question with ease. How? Let's first analyze the question. I am not going to tell you the solution. It's not my method at all. I cannot tell you the solution that this is the solution. Remember, no, that's not my method. I explain you why this solution, and that is more important for your learning. That's why I say make the learning happy, which I try. You also come live and make your learning happy. Okay, now listen. If k is equal to 1, if n is equal to 1, return x, which is initial value of 1. So I can write the base case that if n is equal to 1, in that case my function returns 1. My function f of n returns 1. But if n is greater than 1, what happens in that case? For n equals to 2, suppose, what exactly we are doing? We are calling x is equal to, for the first loop, we are doing what? X is equal to x, initial x value is 1, plus function of 1 into function of 1. Right? So for function of 2, you are calculating 1 plus function of 1 into function of 1. Fine. Suppose you are having n equals to 3. For n equals to 3, what you will do? This loop you will run 2 times. This loop you will run 2 times. First time, k equals to 1, less than 2, less than 3. Yes, fine. Function of x, or x is equal to x, which is 1, plus function of 1 into function of 2, and next time x is containing, okay, so let me just clarify you. If n is equal to 3, you are writing x is equal to x plus function of 1 into function of 2, and after that x is equal to x plus function of 2 into function of 1, right? Look at this. If initially x is equal to 1, initially x is equal to 1, you can see here. So this particular x is 1 plus function of 1 into function of 2. So if I am replacing this particular x by this statement, it becomes like this way. 1 plus function of 1 into function of 2 plus this one, function of 2 into function of 1. That is value of x for n equals to 3, final value. This I am going to return for final value of n equals to 3. Now listen, very important for you boss, very important for you. N equals to 4 के लिए क्या होगा, you know, I will directly write down now. It will be 1 plus function of 1 into function of 3, n minus k, right, plus function of 2 into function of 2 plus function of 3 into n minus 3, which is function of 1. This will be the equation you will be ending up for n equals to 4. And for n equals to 5 also you can do the same thing. Now I am writing a mathematical formula for this one. Function of n is equal to 1 when n is equal to 1. Function of n is 1 when n is equal to 1. Otherwise, it is 1 plus summation of k equals to 1 to n minus 1 function of k into function of n minus k. That is the equation. That is the equation. ये कैसे आया, ये कैसे आया करके देखो. Initially when k equals to 1, x is equal to 1. Initially when for k equals to 1, 1 plus, ये loop चलेगा. When k equals to 1, suppose n is 4, k equals to 1, 1 less than n, yes, it will be x, initial value of x. Is that clear now? I guess it is clear now. It is clear now. Look at this, look at this. Let me repeat, let me repeat, let me repeat, let me repeat, let me repeat. Let me repeat. Fine. Let me repeat. Okay. Suppose for n equals to 4 you are calculating, right? So initially for first iteration k is equal to 1 के लिए you will be calculating x is equal to x plus function of k, which is 1, into function of n minus k, which is 4 minus 1, 3. Then for k equals to 2, x is equal to current x value, which is this one, 1 plus function of 1 into function of 3. This is the current x value plus, look at this, this is the function, current x value, right? Initially for k equals to 1, x was 1. After that for k equals to 2, x is updated, x, this current x value written as it is. Now function of k into function of n minus k, function of 2. Function of k means function of 2 into function of 4 minus 2, which is 2. Now for k equals to 3, it becomes x is equal to this current value complete plus function of k, which is 3 into function of n minus k, which is 1. Is that clear now? Is that clear now? Now I have written this particular function. Let's say, let me explain you once again. For n equals to 1, base case is 1. For n greater than 1, what will be your function value? N greater than 1, it will be initially 1 plus summation of k equals to 1 to n minus 1 up to n minus 1 function of k into function of n minus k. That is the equation. That is the equation. So now do one thing. Based on this particular function, let's have a table. Let's have a table and fill the table quickly. Okay, let's have a table and fill the table. Okay, let me take it. Let me take it here. Let me take it here. Let's take a table for n equals to function of n is what? Let's take a table. Easy it is. N is equal to 1. Function of n is what? 1. For n equals to 2, it is what? For n is equal to 2, what it is? What it is? What it is? Let's say for n is equal to 2, function of 2 is equal to 1 plus function of 1 into function of 1, which is 2. 1 plus 1, 2. So for 2, it is 2. For 3, for n is equal to 3, how much it is? Ye raha n equals to 3. So 1 plus function of 1 into function of 2, 1 into 2 plus function of 2 into function of 1. 2 plus 1, 5. For function of 4, how much it is? This much, and it will be equal to how much? 1 plus 5 into 1, or 1 into 5 per low. 1 into 5 plus 2 into 2 plus 5 into 1, which is 5 plus 5, 10 plus 4 plus 1, 15. For 5, how much it is? For function n equals to 5, how much it is? It will be 1 plus 15 into 1 plus 5 into 2 plus 2 into 5 plus 1 into 15. 15 plus 15, 30 plus 10, 40, 50 and 1, 51. So if you can understand this mathematical expression, answer will be very easy within 1 minute. Within 1 minute you can solve it. Within 1 minute you can solve it. Now, okay, so if you are understanding this, I wanted to just tell you that you can either go with the regular approach, like this way, one by one, you write so many recursion calls. In that case, you will take a lot of time. Or you can go with this mathematical understanding and you will save the time. So what I wanted to tell you is the GATE exam is not only understanding the topic. The GATE exam is about understanding the topic till that level कि any new question comes, then that particular question you can solve quickly in less time. And that is what we urge you to do that. And because of that, we always constantly telling you one thing, that come on Unacademy Plus, come on plus, just because that environment gives you such kind of learning that you learn a lot from that environment. That closed environment will help you in grooming your own understanding. In that way you will be able to solve the questions quickly. So if you are still in the dilemma that sir lena chahiye ya nahi lena chahiye and all, then go for the subscription, or you can talk to us ki sir should I go or not. Any kind of trouble or problem you face, then you can talk to us. चलिए क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते हैं. Another one on the linked list. So what does this above function return on a singly linked list? This is another recursion call on the linked list I am having. Okay, fine. I have called the function with the list pointer. If not of list return, otherwise function call and printing the data. So let's suppose I am having, so it's a character printing. Suppose the list is pointing like this way. Initially character A. After that, on the next node, character B. And on the next node, we have character C. Fine. Now, let's call the function. So I have called the function. So initially called the function, fine. List is pointing here. List is pointing here, fine. List is pointing here. List is equal to null. This particular condition check if list is equal to null. How? If list is null, false ka true. False ka not of false means true. So this condition will be true only when list is equal to null. No, right now list is pointing to this node. Yes, return no. no return. Then it says function call with list ka link means you have called the next time function with this particular pointer list. So second time you have called the function, and after that you need to print, once you call the function this one, after that you need to print the data A. So you have called the function with list pointer this one now, and then after that you need to print B, the data. You have called this one, fine, okay, oh sorry. So you have called the function with this one, list is null, no. So you need to call the function with this list. List means list call next means this one. And then after that you need to print the value, the data B. So you have called the function with this one, okay, list is null, no, list is pointing to this node. Then you need to first call the function with what its next is null. And after that you need to print the data of the current node, which is C. So first you call the function with null. When you have called the function with null means list becomes null. When list becomes null, what happens in that case? Kya hoga ab? List is null, this condition is true, yes, return, done, print C, done. Then after that return, print B. Then after that go back and print A. So what it is doing is printing the, or I should say traversing list in reverse way. Traversing list or printing elements in reverse order. In reverse order. क्या ये सही था? समझ में आया? If you understood that or not, can you please confirm? ओहो क्या बात है, print reverse, wow, nice यार, इतने सारे लोगों को इतने easily आंसर बन जा रहे हैं, that's well and good. Another question on the linked list only. What does this function do if the function is called with null and the first pointer means the list pointer, first node of the list will be contained, or address of the first node of the list will be contained in first. Okay, list pointer already given, pointing to the first node of the list. Already given that first is the list pointer pointing to the first node of the list. We have called the function with fun null comma first. What exactly this does? Okay, now you need to run with some example. Take an example and run this particular algorithm. You will be able to understand how this particular function works. Let me take an example for you. So first pointer pointing to this node. This is suppose a node with value A. Then we have a node with value B. And then we have a list with node value C. This is the list. First of all, you have called the function with null comma first. Null will be copied in pointer P and second will be pointing to Q. Means the pointer P, for the first call, pointer P will point to null, pointer Q will point to first. Means for the first call, P is pointing to this node. P is pointing to this node and Q is pointing to null for this current call, for the function call, initial function call, right? Now we are checking if Q, ulta, P is null, first pointer is null and Q is pointing to the first node. So Q is pointing to here and P is equal to null, and we are checking if Q is null or not. We are checking Q is null or not. It is true, Q is true, yes, Q is true, it is pointing to the first node, it is true. If it is true, then you need to call the function. You need to call the function with Q and its link. And after that, what you need to do is you need to change Q ka link. What? Q ka link is equal to P. But that you need to change later. Q ka link is equal to P will be changed later. So first of all, you need to call this one. Let's call this one. If you are calling for this one, then Q ka link. So Q, this node's address will go into P. So P will be pointing to here for this one. P will be pointing to this node for this one. And Q will be pointing to Q link means this one. So first pointer P will be current Q means this one. For next function call, P is this pointing to this and Q is pointing to this. Now for this function call, let's go further. Q Is null? No, not null. So in that case, true. Function call you need to do. Function call you need to do with what? Q comma Q ka link. And after that, what you need to do, change Q ka link is equal to P for this function. Later on we will do. First of all, let's call this function. If you call this function, for this particular function call, what happens? Q will be copied into pointer P and Q ka link will be copied into pointer Q. So two pointers will be created, P and Q. P will be pointing to current Q, this one, and Q will be pointing to this one. Now you are checking Q is null. No, it's true. Yes, so it's true. Then call this particular thing. So function call you need to do with current Q and Q ka link, and after that you need to do Q ka link is equal to P. करो, करके देखो क्या होगा. When you are calling Q and Q का link, what happens? Two pointers will be created, P and Q. Okay, so P will be pointing to this particular node, current Q, this one, and Q का link means Q का link क्या है? Q का link क्या है? Null. So in this particular case, Q becomes null. For this function call, Q becomes null. Yes. Go back. Q is null. Yes. In that case, first pointer will be updated to current P. Current P means address of this node. So first pointer I'll have to update by current P means address of this node. Done. 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 I have done this else part done. This function call done. This function call done. We will return back. This function called done. Now you need to change current Q ka link is equal to P. Current Q is here, P is here, Q ka link. This changed to P. This statement also done. You will return back here. Yes. And now you need to do this function call done. Now current Q is this, its link part. This updated by what? Updated by P. P is address of this node. Address of this node updated. This statement done, go back and this is done. This is done. Now Q link is equal to P. Q is pointing to this. Its link will be updated by P. P value for this function call is null. So it will be updated by null. So what exactly the function call did? What function call did? First pointer pointing to the node which is containing value C. Its next is the node which is value B. Then next the node B's next is this node which is containing value A, and its next is null. What exactly it did? It reverses the linked list, and this particular function is a recursive function. It's a recursive function. It's a recursive function. Yes, good, nice, amazing. Great, yeah, great, superb, amazing. Chali. So if you understood this much, this function already we did, fine. Now this session is done. All the questions which I wanted to solve today, all are done. Now what is next? Tomorrow onwards, remember boss, tomorrow onwards I am going to start the most important chapter. Yes, most important chapter of your entire data structure. Why? Just because more than 40% questions in data structure are asked only from this chapter 3. So tomorrow we are going to start tree with the basic things. What is a tree, how it is represented, what is sibling, child, parent, some small things in the tree, how you represent the tree, what is the height, level, depth, and multiple small things we are going to discuss tomorrow, which is very important for your base understanding. If you understand that, then remaining tree will be very easy. I can assure you one thing, I will be giving you so many short tricks so that you will be able to understand each and every topic with ease. That is my surety. Your surety should be like this. Be consistent. Come to the live class and we will be having a lot of fun during the class. You will learn a lot. We will be having so many questions solved in this particular chapter just because this chapter is full of questions. And I can assure you one more thing, that for the tree traversing, I will give you one method through which you will be able to solve the tree traversal like child's play. I'll tell you those methods in the consecutive lecture. So tomorrow again we will meet if you are still thinking of going for Unacademy Plus subscription, use the code VDEEP10, आपको मिलेगा 10% डिस्काउंट और साथ ही साथ मिलेंगे और भी बहुत सारे बेनिफिट्स. So without any thinking, go for it. It will be a good investment for your future if you are thinking about having a great future ahead. Okay, so Gate Express batch already going on. ज्वाइन कर लो यार, लाइव सुनो. डिस्क्रीट मैथ 5:30, मेरा कोर्स 7:15 PM. टुडे आई एम गोइंग टू हैव some topics called as cache block replacement and types of cache misses in this particular today's session. So join 7:15 PM in the evening. C language already almost over by Malesham sir in the 9 PM classes. So join the classes. This is the team which is helping you a lot. Yes, so which is helping you a lot in your entire grooming, including your semester batch, including your gate preparation, including crash course batches, including machine learning, placement, and lots of things we are providing here. So what you need to do, you need to spread the words of these classes to your friends. Share the links of the sessions to all of your friends so that they also can be in our family. Yes, you are a single family. We treat you as a family. That's why we teach you lot in terms of quality education for free. Okay, so if you want the PDF of the lectures, you can join this particular Unacademy Gate CS channel of the Telegram, and we will be dropping all the lectures PDF here. So all the announcements and other things also are there in this particular channel, so you can join this particular session or channel and you can get all the PDF of my lectures. These are the Facebook pages. If you want to be connected with us, be connected with us on these pages. These are the channels for respective branches and respective targets. If you have friends or family members, or if you are preparing for electrical, EC or IN GATE ESE engineering exams, then create tricks channel for those members. Mechanical के लिए ये channel है, this channel for civil, this channel for Telugu language, electrical junction, Unacademy Computer Science Channel. This is for you guys. If you haven't subscribed the channel, subscribe the channel, turn on the notification, घंटी बजा दो यार, so that you'll be getting the notification whenever will be the live classes here. So these are the channels. Please recommend the respective students for their betterments. Happy learning. Thank you so much, members. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow in the same time, same place, same Unacademy's t-shirt, same face, same smiling face, and same learning. Okay, so I need same enthusiasm tomorrow also. Till then, happy learning. Have a nice day, remaining day. Bye.